Yo, what has happened? My name is Michael Tempio. I haven't been in front of the camera in quite some time, like a vlog-like video. I haven't done it in a while, but it is 1 degree outside, so I'm staying inside today, and I'm gonna make one. And I'm gonna let you know how I got a free helicopter ride in New York City, one of the coolest cities in the world. You guys probably have known that because I've posted a lot of pictures from that trip. If you have followed me on Instagram, check those photos out because the experience was sick, content was sick. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let me explain to you how I got a free helicopter ride in one of the coolest cities in the world.
My hands for a second time.
So I went to New York City in the beginning of January with my buddy Nick, and we had a great time. Great little tiny trip. We were there Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got there like Saturday at 6. We were in 3 hours traffic going through Jersey in my 03 Dodge Dakota. Yeah, she made it all the way there, made it all the way back. I mean, she sounds like a weed whacker. That thing probably caught more attention than nice cars down there because of how fucking loud it is. But yeah, we had a great time. Between gas, food, hotel, the helicopter rides, we spent probably $700 in fucking 3 days. Super expensive city to go to if you're ever looking to travel to New York. Like, and if you've been there, you know it's busy. I mean, especially when you drive, like driving into the city, like it's a $20 toll to get over the bridge if you don't have Easy Pass. And of course, I didn't set up my Easy Pass before we left. So this whole trip, I was begging Peters, like even before we left, I was like, yo, let's please do this helicopter ride. Like, I've always dreamed of doing it. Like, I want to do it so bad. Like, I've always thought like hang your feet out would be sick. Like, I've seen pictures, whatnot. And begged him all day Saturday. He wasn't budging. Sunday morning we wake up and somehow I convinced him to do it. So they were having a sale going on, 25% off, $180 for 12 minutes. To fly around one area of the city, and that was only like the Statue of Liberty. And we were like, fuck, or we didn't really know that until we got there. So we purchased it, $100, $180 each. We get there, super sick building in Jersey, super sick, like it was so cool in there. And we get there, we get brought into the room, and we're the only 2 people on this flight because usually people do the full 30-minute flight. So the guy walked in and saw all of our camera gear. And he asked, he was like, yo, do you guys want to upgrade? And he said there's 2 seats open. And I was like, you know, me and Nick are looking at each other like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, I'll give you a few minutes, I'll come back in. He comes back in and peer pressures the fuck out of us. He's like, for another $130 each, you guys can fly the full 35-minute flight around the whole city. And we were like, yeah, I mean, fuck it, let's do it. And we fucking did it. So we're at $330 a person right now. $330 a person, and you know we're excited as fuck though. But like, dude, we were just like, holy fuck, we just spent so much money, like $330 each. That just like made the trip super expensive. But yeah, and then you know, I walk out, I go, you can rent lenses there, and I was like, if I'm doing it, dude, like I'm making sure I get the best shot. I went and bought a lens too, or I rented a lens for another $40, so I'm at $370 at this point. And I you know, they bring us back there, and not knowing, they said, so one person, there's a co-pilot seat, and then there's a 2-seater, and then there's a 3rd person, so someone sits in the middle. So I look at Nick when I find this out, I'm like, dude, it's gonna be me, watch it, dude, I'll freak. He's like, nah, it's gonna be me. Like, dude, like we both spent the money, the guy promised it'd be a better experience and shit. And I so happened, we were walking out there, and you don't find out until you're about to get on the helicopter, and they go, Michael, you're sitting in the middle, the only kid with fucking camera gear. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was so pissed. Like, you're not allowed to change your seat because I guess it's about weight. And I was just so sick to my stomach. I was like, they said you still get the full experience, but like it's still a sick experience. But like for me having cameras, like I've always wanted to do this. Like I was so bummed. But like I wasn't as bummed until I actually got on the flight, because they said you can still get the full experience. So the girl to my right, smaller than me, she was scared to put her feet outside, like outside of it. So I'm sitting in this middle thing tight like this, and the girl to my right was literally like scared, like I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I spent $380 to be sitting in the middle of a fucking helicopter that I can't even hang my feet out. And then like, you know, Nick tried moving over as much as possible, but like there's only so much room you can do. Like yeah, I could barely. It wasn't what they told you it would be, but like for Nick and everyone else that was on an open door seat, like, oh, it's sick as shit. Like it's so sick. And I was just so bummed because I was the only person with camera gear, and like they fucked me. You know, I spent mad money, but like it is what it is. So after this flight, me and Nick are like both pissed. He's pissed for me, and I'm like, you know, like what could we do? Like we were like, yo, let's send an email. So we sent an email. We went out to lunch right after. We sent like an email. I had Nick write it up because he's, you know, he's a brainiac, whatnot. He wrote up like the most like proper like email ever, and I was like, dude, this is perfect. Like this is exactly like we sent it. I'll show you. It's right here. And we sent it. They answered in 20 minutes. It was like, hi, we are so sorry to hear this. Like, I told them we're from Niagara Falls. Like, we only came for this trip and whatnot. And they answered back within 20 minutes and said, well, we will give you a free ride whenever. Like, just let us know your book date. And I was like, wow, shit, like that's so sick. I was all pumped. I ended up getting a free ride. So they handled it cool. Props to them. I was like, I sent an email back. I was like, hey, I'm heading home tomorrow. Can I come before I head home? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I went and flew the next day at 11 on co-pilot seat. Like, it was so sick. Such a sick experience. I'm glad they were cool about giving me a free ride and understanding, like, me being a photographer, videographer, that, like, it sucks sitting in the middle. So they must understand that. And, yeah, I ended up getting a free ride. So, like, if you guys ever do this, I mean, just hope you don't get that middle seat, and maybe if you do, write an email saying how much money you spent, and you will get a free ride. So I got 2 helicopter rides in one day, both great, or 2 days, and both great experiences. Both were so cool, but seriously, the middle seat sucks. If you're scared and still want the doors open, like maybe request the middle seat. But I mean, if you're a videographer, photographer, you're trying to get that, you know, full experience to hang your feet out, or anyone is, like, it's super sick. You hang right over the city. If I could do it again, I'm definitely doing it in the summertime, because it is absolutely freezing in the winter. Absolutely freezing. If it's 20 degrees, like, on the ground, in the air, it's like fucking 0. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I recommend flying with them because it is cool. Just don't get the middle. I have terrible luck, and I got the middle seat. As soon as they said that, I was like, wow, like, watch I get the middle. And I did get the middle. But yeah, the trip was good. Spent a shit ton of money. We got home there and back. My truck took me. So yeah, I'm traveling to more places soon. So peace out. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.